Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses, and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses, if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times, and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days, and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. In today's video, we will be discussing important current affairs of April month. The session will be very important and helpful for you all, so do pay attention till the end. Before starting questions, I see so many comments. Students are saying that we want current affairs of the pending month. This and this date is left. So I want to say that don't worry. All the current affairs will be uploaded on time. All I want you from you all is to have patience, and in the meantime just revise the current affairs that are provided to you. If for example, if any given time a current affair on that day is not provided to you, so what is your responsibility? We know that current affair of that day is not provided, so we want you to revise the current affairs that is provided to you, or revise the notes for that day. Because if you are just complaining, then there is no solution of it. All right, you have to find the alternative way that is best for you. Similarly, it is our job to provide each and every day current affairs to you. If a day is missing, we know that that particular day is missing, and we assure you that that day's current affair will be provided to all of you for the future. All right, so don't worry at all you have to do is just study. The rest, leave it to us. All right, so let's start with the questions. Who recently won the Stockholm Water Prize Laureate 2022 for his work to quantify environmental evaporation? So what is the correct answer here? Who has won the Stockholm Water Prize Laureate for the year 2022, and for what? If question can also be asked that what was his work for which Wilfred Brusset has won the Stockholm Water Prize Laureate for the year 2022. So it is your quantify environmental evaporation. All right, this was his work. You should also know this. If you are making note, and I highly suggest that you should make note, you should pin this down also there. If I ask you, when was Stockholm Water Prize started? It was instituted in the year 1991. All right, and remember, this is often described as the Nobel Prize, and the prize is awarded by whom? Stockholm International Water Institute in collaboration or in cooperation with Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. All right, coming back, Stockholm Water Prize Laureate is recently given to whom? Wilfred Brusset, and for his work to quantify environmental evaporation. This award was constituted in the year 1991, and the organization that this award is given by our Stockholm International Water Institute in collaboration with Royal Swedish Academy of Science. Then next, which country recently conducted the 20th edition of the bilateral naval exercise by the name Varuna 2022 in the Arabian Sea? So exercise Varuna was conducted in where? The location is important. Always remember the location of such exercise. It was conducted in Arabian Sea. Question asked here is, which is the country with which this exercise was conducted? It was conducted between India and France. This was the 20th edition of this bilateral, and it was a naval exercise, Varuna. That is the reason it was conducted in location of Arabian Sea. So the correct option is France. Next, Operation Ganga. What was Operation Ganga? We know there is a war going on in Ukraine. So in order to evacuate the Indians, those who were struck in the Ukraine, this Operation Ganga was launched by the government of India, and around 15,000 Indians were evacuated during this mission. Recently, Mumbai International Cruise Terminal, India's first of its kind iconic sea cruise terminal in Maharashtra, is expected to be commissioned by which date? It is expected to be commissioned by July 2024. Mumbai International Cruise Terminal. If we are talking about cruise, then tell me first, or you can say world's first electric cruise. It has been developed by which country? It is your China. So here correct option becomes option 4th. Similarly, tell me recently a Startups Founders Hub platform. Startups Founders Hub platform was recently launched in India. Which is the organization that launched this Startup Founders Hub platform? It was launched by Microsoft. Similarly, Mukhyamantri Bagwani Bima Yojana. Mukhyamantri Bagwani Bima Yojana. This was launched by Haryana government. As the name suggests, Bagwani, it is related to crop insurance portal. Next, the Dash edition of the Indian Seychelles joint military training exercise by the name Lamitya. This Lamitya 2022 was conducted in location was Seychelles. The question asked here is, which is the edition of this exercise that was conducted in Seychelles? So it was the 9th edition of this India Seychelles joint military exercise Lamitya that was conducted in the which location? In Seychelles itself this exercise was conducted. Similarly, hobby hubs, this scheme was launched by, first of all tell me which state government? It was launched by Delhi government. And this hobby hubs will be implemented in which organization? It will be implemented in government schools of Delhi. Hobby hub. Similarly, a portal My EV was also launched by government of Delhi, so to encourage the electric vehicles. Next, RBI extended the timeline for the implementation of cassette swapping in all the ATMs for the second time till which date? So remember, this cassette swapping in all the ATMs has been what date? What is the timeline? Extended timeline. Extended till what? It has been extended till 31st of March 2023. Alright, till one more year this has been extended. Another thing, remember recently Gangor festival. Where is this Gangor festival celebrated? It is, or recently it was celebrated in March. It was celebrated in Rajasthan. Alright, this is the location you need to pay attention. Then remember, similar to this hobby hubs, there was a program that was started, that is School Chale Abhiyan. School Chale Abhiyan. This School Chale Abhiyan was launched by which government? It was launched in, or it was launched in which state? It was launched in Uttar Pradesh. What does R stands for in the FASTER program? What is FASTER program? Remember, recently the Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana, launched this FASTER program. This is to transmit court orders quickly and securely in an electronic format. Alright, to transmit court orders quickly and securely in an electronic format. This FASTER program was launched by whom? It was launched by the Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana. Then here the question is, what is the full form, or what does R stands for in this FASTER program? So definitely you should know the full form. This FASTER stands for Fast and Secured Transmission of Electronic Records. Alright, I repeat, fast and secure transmission of electronic records. So here R stands for records. This is a digital platform, as we discussed. It is to transmit court orders quickly and securely using an electronic format. And it was released by whom? It was released by, or it was launched by Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramanna sir. Next question. Recently, first of all, if it is asked what is IBMS, recently this 4th edition of this IBMS was held. This is the India Boat and Marine Show. India Boat and Marine Show. 4th edition of this India Boat and Marine Show was conducted recently. Can you tell me where was this concluded? Question will be asked. Where was this concluded? It was concluded in Kochi. Recently, one more thing, Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, recently new districts were made. How many new districts were made? The question will be simple. 13 new districts will be made in, and question can be asked that recently new districts were added in which state? It was added in Andhra Pradesh. Exercise Dharma Guardian. This exercise Dharma Guardian is conducted between which two countries? It is conducted between India and Japan. Your question is to tell me the location where this exercise was conducted. Dharma Guardian. Remember, you have to comment below the location where this exercise was conducted. Next, International Financial Service Centers Authority, that is your IFSCA, which is located where? In Gandhinagar. And where is Gandhinagar? It is in Gujarat. Recently, IFSCA signed an MOU with Dash to strengthen the exchange of information between the two regulators. So, to strengthen the exchange of information, to make it more secure, this MOU was signed between IFSCA and Dash. Tell me which organization signed it. It is your IRDAI, that is your International Financial Service Centers Authority. IFSCA has signed an MOU with IRDAI. This MOU enables Indian Insurtech, that is your insurance industry. See, when we talk about fintech, we write fintech. Here is fintech, tech and finance. Similarly, if we are talking about insurance industry, it will be written as insure for insurance and insurtech. Alright, this here we are talking about insurance industry that has collaborated with your technology, and here we are talking about finance sector that has collaborated with technology. Alright, so this MOU enables Indian insurtech startups to exchange foreign jurisdictions and vice versa, as it contains a mechanism for interoperational or interoperable regulatory sandbox. So the MOU has been signed between IFSCA and IRDAI, and it is to make the exchange of information between these two regulators strengthen and more secure. If we talk about this IFSCA, when was it launched? It was launched in the year 2020. Remember this also. Name the ideathon that was recently launched by Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is your SEBI, to promote innovation in the securities market. So, in order to increase the innovation, in order to do more and research and development in the securities market, Dash Ideathon. Ideathon is a kind of a hackathon only, where brainstorming is done of ideas. And here brainstorming of idea was done related to the innovation in securities market. Now the question is, what was the name of this ideathon that was launched by SEBI? The name was Manthan. What was the name? It was Manthan. This was a 6-week long ideathon that was conducted by SEBI. If we talk about then SEBI, remember who is the chairperson? She is the first female to be appointed as the chairperson of SEBI. She is Madhabi Puri Bach. This SEBI was established in 1992 and headquarter of this is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, which bank recently adjudged as the best performing bank in self-help group linkage by Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission by the Ministry of Rural Development? So which was this bank? It was your HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank was described, or it was adjudged as the best performing bank in the self-help group linkage by DAY NRLM. If we are talking about then us best MSME bank, which was the bank? It is your Karnataka Bank is the best MSME bank. Next is your As you can see him in the picture, he is Pandit Birju Maharaj and recently he has died at the age of 83. He is related to which dance? He is related to Kathak. Remember, a legendary Kathak dancer who recently passed away. He was Pandit Birju Maharaj, and remember he was from which state? He was from UP. Next, name the Indian space company that recently launched Shakuntala. It is Shakuntala. First of all, what is this Shakuntala? This is the India's first private commercial image satellite. Alright, India's first private commercial imaging satellite. The name is Shakuntala. So mark this important because we are talking about India and we are first of its kind. Alright, and it was launched on a SpaceX rocket, that is Falcon 9, from the Cape Canaveral, Florida, USA. So what is Shakuntala? Shakuntala is India's first private commercial imaging satellite. Now you have to tell me Indian space company that launched this Shakuntala into space using the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida, USA. What is the name of this Indian space company? It is Pixel. It is Pixel. All right. Next. Which of the following film media units are not included in the National Film Development Corporation by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in April 2022? Tell me. Which of the following media units are not included in the NFDC by MIB, that is your Ministry of Information and Broadcasting? It was your Directory of Field Publicity. Alright. Similarly, if I ask you who became or who has been re-elected as the Prime Minister of Hungary for the fourth term. Prime Minister of Hungary for the fourth term. He is Viktor Orban. Next we are talking about exercise Dust Lake. Dust Lake exercise was recently conducted in Uzbekistan. Remember this. Alright, it was conducted in Uzbekistan and this is the location where this exercise was conducted in Yangrik, Uzbekistan. This was the third edition of the exercise that was conducted between India and Uzbekistan. Coming back, exercise Dust Lake is conducted between which two countries? It is conducted between India and Uzbekistan. And where was this conducted? It was conducted in Ukraine. Next. What is the official mascot of FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022? We know FIFA World Cup is being taken place in where? Qatar. Question asked is what was the official mascot? What is the official mascot? Name was Laib. Alright, Laib was the name. It is this Laib in Arabic means a super skilled player. Alright, a super skilled player, a playful player. Alright. Next, if I ask you recently, INDRA, this projected India's GDP for the fiscal year 23 to be between 7 to 7.2%. Remember this. Next, one more thing, for central government employees, the DA has been increased by, or DA was hiked by what percentage? It was hiked by 4%, and now the DA, that is your dearness allowance, that is provided to every central government employee. So this dearness allowance stands at now 34%. Coming back, which state government recently announced that it was planning to set up Nandini Kashir Smriddhi Shahakar Bank, India's first dairy cooperative bank, to provide financial strength for milk producers? I repeat, which government recently announced that it was planning to set up Nandini Kashira Smriddhi Shahkara Bank, that was the first dairy cooperative bank to provide financial strength for milk producers? So which is the state government? It is your Karnataka government. Alright, this will further give a boost to the dairy industry in the state and increase the revenue of the farmers also. Which state ranks first with the lowest unemployment rate in India as per the data that was released by CMIE? What is CMIE? Center for Monitoring Indian Economy released a data of lowest unemployment in India, and which is the rank 1, or which state stood at the top with the lowest unemployment rate in India? Tell me. Lowest unemployment rate in India is in Chhattisgarh. Alright, it has been ranked first among the state with the lowest unemployment rate, and the rate was of 0.6%. If we are talking about the highest unemployment rate, then the state will be Haryana. Haryana has the highest unemployment rate, that is at of 26.7%. Next, Delhi government launched a portal for purchasing. We just saw what was the name of it. My Electric Vehicle. This was the name of the portal that was launched by government of Delhi. Alright, and it is for registering electric autos. Next, Dash became the 30th country to join the CDRI. What is CDRI? Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. So which was the 30th country? Madagascar became the 30th country to join the coalition of this CDRI, that is Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. Alright, this CDRI, remember, was launched by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi at United Nations Climate Action Summit that was held in September 2019. If we are talking about this CDRI, remember CDRI is a partnership of national governments, UN agencies and various other programs, multilateral development banks such as your World Bank, New Development, Asian Development Bank. Alright, and what is the aim? It is to provide resilience to new and existing infrastructure systems to climate and disaster risk to support sustainable development. Then moving on, as per the 36th Forbes World Billionaires List 2022, Mukesh Ambani from India secured 10th position globally with a net worth of $90.7 billion, while Elon Musk has topped the list with first rank with a net worth of $219 billion. So the correct option here is option second. Next, how many districts are in Andhra Pradesh? What we saw earlier was how many new districts has been added. The answer was 13. But now a total of how many districts are there in Andhra Pradesh? Now a total of 26 districts. Easy to remember. 13 were there earlier and now 13 new districts have now also been added, making it a total of 26 districts in Andhra Pradesh. Next question. If I ask you, FICCI recently projected India's GDP growth rate for the fiscal year 23 to be dash. It was around 7.4% for India. Similarly, Asian Development Bank projected GDP for fiscal year 23 for India to be 8%. Moving on. Whitley Gold Award. Whitley Gold Award was awarded to whom? Charudat Mishra. He is a snow leopard conservationist. Remember, he was awarded with Whitley Gold Award, who make a dent into the wildlife sector or any biodiversity, and he works dedicated with whole dedication in that field. That person is awarded with the Whitley Award. For more information, you can check our previous videos. We have covered the topic in detail there. So this Whitley Gold Award was awarded to whom? Charudat Mishra. He is a snow leopard conservationist. Next, which organization recently provided a loan of 7,500 crore rupees to Gujarat government for its mission School of Excellence project along with the World Bank? So who awarded or which organization gave this the loan of 75,000 crore rupees? It is Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB, gave a loan of 75,000 crore rupees or 7,500 crore rupees to the Gujarat government for Mission School of Excellence project along with World Bank. Alright, 7,500 crore rupees loan was provided. Next, which of the following companies recently signed an agreement with Amazon to launch its satellite internet constellation under Project Kuiper? Under Project Kuiper, which organization is recently signed has agreement with Amazon to launch their satellite internet constellation? There are three companies that you need to remember: Ariana Space, Blue Origin and United Launch Alliance. Alright, the company has finalized a total of 83 launches over a period of 5 years, which will be one of the largest commercial procurement of launch vehicles in history. So apart from this, if question being asked is who has become or who has been appointed as the Director General of Geological Survey of India, who has been appointed as the new Director General of Geological Survey of India, he is S Raju. Next, government has launched recently a portal by the name Koila Darpan to share key performance indicators of the coal sector. Question will be direct and simple. You have to know the name of this portal, that is Koila, because coal in Hindi is known as Koila. So this Koila Darpan was a portal that was launched by Government of India to share key information indicators related to coal sector. Next, before moving on, tell me who became the next army chief. He is Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey. Alright. Next, which organization recently signed a 150 million US dollar partial guarantee facility agreement with the Axis Bank to support supply chain finance? You need to remember here the name of bank also, that is your Axis Bank. So it was your which organization? It is your ADB, that is your Asian Development Bank. Next is name the India's first super app that was recently launched by Tata Group. This is a super application. Who launched it? Tata Group launched it. Question asked is there that this application combines with the traditional consumer's first approach with the modern ethos of technology. The name of the app is Tata New. Remember, important application that was launched by Tata Group. This Tata New for the public, which was recently developed by which organization? Tata Digital developed this application. This is a wholly owned subsidiary of Tata Group only, or Tata Sons. This app will seamlessly blend product commerce, service commerce, financial service into a future ready integrated application, and that is Tata New. Alright, this super app combines Tata's traditional consumer first approach with the modern ethos of technology. So correct option is Tata New. Next, Quit Tobacco application. This Quit Tobacco application was launched by which organization? It was your WHO that launched this Quit Tobacco application. Who authored the book The Maverick Effect, the inside story of India's IT revolution? This book was authored by Harish S. Mehta. Alright, this book will be published by HarperCollins Publishers of India, and this story or this book brings out the story of NASSCOM and the life story of Harish Mehta. Next, if I ask you who has been appointed as the Managing Director of DMRC. What is DMRC? Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. He is Vikas Kumar. He has been appointed as the new Managing Director of Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. Similarly, who has been appointed as the India's new Foreign Secretary? Who has been appointed as India's new Foreign Secretary? He is Vinay Mohan Quatraji. Next, Dash became the first country in the world to give legal rights to wild animals. It was your Ecuador that became the first country in the world that gave legal rights. To which? To what? To wild animals. Apart from this, if I ask you about Saraswati Samman. Saraswati Samman for the year 2021 was given to Ramdarsh Mishra, and similarly Chameli Devi Jain Award. This award for the year 21 was given to a journalist, Arefa Johari. Remember this information also. Who was recently appointed as the Chief Coordinator of the G20 Summit 2023 from India? I repeat, who has been appointed as the Chief Coordinator of the G20 Summit 2023 from India? He is Harshvardhan Shringla. Harshvardhan Shringla has been appointed as the new Chief Coordinator of the G20 Summit that will be hosted by which country? It will be hosted by India. Alright. Next, if the question asked to you is, tell me 1064 anti-corruption mobile application. This was launched by whom? Uttarakhand's Chief Minister launched this 1064 anti-corruption mobile application. If the state is asked, then you should know it is your Uttarakhand. Sarhul Festival. Sarhul Festival. This festival is observed in or is celebrated in Jharkhand. Then related to Jharkhand, if you remember, there was a news which district, that was Jamtara district, that has library in every village, that is Jamtara district of Jharkhand. And remember, Sarhul festival is also celebrated in Jharkhand. Next, remember, recently Eldwise Asset Management has launched a mutual fund investing application, that is e-invest. Alright, e-invest is the name of a new mutual fund investing application that was launched by Eldwise Asset Management. Before moving on, tell me, recently Atal Innovation Mission, recently Cabinet has approved the extension of Atal Innovation Mission till what? It has been extended till March 2023. Coming back, identify the book that recently received the O. Henry Prize for Short Fiction 2022, which was authored by Amar Mitra in Bengali and translated by Anish Gupta. What is the name of the book? The name of the book is The Old Man of Kusumpur in 1990. Alright, Bengali writer Amar Mitra received O. Henry Prize for Short Fiction 2022, the oldest major prize for short fiction in America. This O. Henry is the oldest major prize for short fiction in America. Alright, and for what he won? For the book that is The Old Man of Kusumpur in 1990. And remember, this book was translated by Anish Gupta. If we are talking one more thing about Amar Mitra, remember, he won Sahitya Academy Award, that is India's top literary award, for his novel Dhurba Putra in 2006. Just remember when he won this Sahitya Academy Award in 2006, and for what novel? For his novel that is Dhurba Putra in 2006. Name the personality who received or who has recently won the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2021 award. Who has recently won the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2021 award? She is Falguni Nayyar. She is the founder and CEO of Nykaa. Alright, and she has been named as the EY, that is Entrepreneur of the Year 2021. What is EY? EY is your Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Next, also one more question can be asked, that which edition of this EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2021 was presented to Falguni Nayyar? Remember, it was the 23rd edition. Moving on. Who was recently appointed as the 23rd Prime Minister of Pakistan by securing 174 votes out of 342? He is, what is his full name? We know him by Shehbaz Sharif, but his full name is Mian Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. He became the 23rd Prime Minister of Pakistan. Next, also one more question, that remember, Imran Khan has become the first PM in Pakistan's history that got removed by no confidence motion. Alright, first Prime Minister in the Pakistan's history that got removed by no confidence motion is Imran Khan. Next, if the question asked to you is about Niti Aayog State Energy and Climate Index. State Energy and Climate Index that was released by Niti Aayog. Which state has topped in the round 1? It is your Gujarat that has topped in the round 1 of Niti Aayog State Energy and Climate Index. If question asked to you is, which are the 2021 tree city of the world? Tree city of the world. This, tell me, they are Mumbai and Hyderabad. Apart from this tree city of the world title was given to Mumbai and Hyderabad by United Nations FAO. What is FAO? Food and Agriculture Organization. Similarly, recently Him Prahari, this was a scheme that was launched for ex-servicemen and youngsters by which state? It was launched by Uttarakhand. Him Prahari. Next, Indigo. Remember, Indigo has recently used a new Indian navigation technology by the name Gagan. that was to used it was used to land a passenger aircraft where in Rajasthan, in Kishangarh airport of Rajasthan. This new Indian navigation technology by the name Gagan was used by which airline? It was used by Indigo. Next, Rongali, Bohag Bihu. These two are the same thing. They are celebrated by, or they are celebrated where? If you know Bihu, Bihu is celebrated in Assam. Alright. So similarly, Rongali Bihu or Bohag Bihu, they are celebrated in Assam. Coming back, which city will host the 2026 Commonwealth Games for the year? I repeat, which city will host the Commonwealth Games for the year 2026? It is your Victoria, Australia. Alright. If city is asked, Victoria. If country is asked, then remember it will be your Australia that will be hosting the Commonwealth Games for the year 2026. If I ask you where is the headration of the Commonwealth Games Federation? Headquarter of Commonwealth Games Federation, it is in United Kingdom. Next question. Name the bank that recently signed an MOU with India's first international financial service that is at GIFT. Then where it is? It is in Gandhinagar. We just saw Gandhinagar, Gujarat, to promote global and Indian businesses. So it was which bank? It was your ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank that has signed an MOU with whom? With IFSC of Gandhinagar, Gujarat, to promote global and Indian businesses. Similarly, recently, Kangada tea. This tea got a GI tag, that is your geographical indication tag, from European Commission. Question will be asked to use from which state did this Kangada tea, or which was the state from which the Kangada tea got a geographical indication tag from European Commission. It was your Himachal Pradesh. Next, the World Trade Organization revised its forecast for the global trade growth for the fiscal year 2022 from dash to dash. Earlier the growth for WTO, the growth that was projected by WTO was 4.7% for global trade. But now this forecast has been slashed down to what percent? To 3%. Next question. Next question is, tell me, we just saw that which was the first country that gave the legal rights to wild animals? It was your Ecuador. Alright. Next question. World Immunization Week. When do we observe World Immunization Week? It is observed from 24th to 30th of April. We observe World Immunization Week. Next. Which country recently fired the world's first energy-based weapon system named Iron Beam? Iron Beam is a world's first energy-based weapon system, and this is the world's first energy-based weapon system at the Negev Desert, in the Negev Desert. And where is this Negev Desert? In which country? That is only the question asked here is. It is in Israel. Alright. This Iron Beam is developed by whom? Question will be asked. It has been developed by Rafael Advanced Defense System, RADS. Rafael Advanced Defense System developed this Iron Beam, and the country related to it is Israel. Next. What will be the use of this Iron Beam? It is the world's first energy-based weapon that uses laser to shoot down incoming aerial objects. They can be missiles, rockets, anti-tank missiles, UAVs, or any drones. Next, what is Surajability? Surajability was an AI-based platform, that is artificial intelligence-based platform for disabled job seekers, and the name is Surajability. Next, which bank recently won the Global Silent Model Bank Award under the Payment System Transformation category? I repeat, which bank recently won the Global Silent Model Bank Award under the Payment Systems Transformation category? It is your IndusInd Bank. If we talk about this Silent Model Bank Award, the award is given by Silent, a leading research and advisory firm focused on technology for financial institutions globally. The award recognizes the best practices of using technology in different areas that are critical for banking. Similarly, if the question asked to is who won the 56th edition of Gyanpith Award? This award was conferred by whom? He is a renowned Assamese poet, Nilmani Fukan. Alright, Nilmani Fukan is a renowned Assamese poet, has won the 56th edition of Gyanpith Award. Then, who was awarded with the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award? Given in the memory of Lata Mangeshkar. He is Prime Minister Narendra Modi was awarded with first edition of Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award. The Appointment Committee of the Cabinet ACC extended the service of Kamlesh Neelkant Vyas, who is the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission, until dash. His term period has been extended till May 2023, and this appointment was made by ACC, and he is the chairman of Atomic Energy Council. Who is he? Kamlesh Neelkant Vyas. Then if question asked to is who has won the Champion of Change Award? I repeat, Champion of Change Award for the year 2021 has been won by whom? He is Divyanka Tripathi. Now this question can be asked this award, Champion of the Change Award, is of Madhya Pradesh. Alright, Madhya Pradesh Champion of the Change Award 2021 has been awarded to Divyanka Tripathi. Next we will be talking about Dudhwani. Dudhwani is India's first dairy community radio that was launched by Narendra Modi. I repeat, Dudhwani will be asked what is the name of the India's first dairy community radio. It is Dudhwani, that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Which organization manufactured Mk3? Which organization manufactured this Mk3, and what is this Mk3? This Mk3 is, remember, it is a advanced light helicopter. Alright, Indian Coast Guard ICG recently commissioned the first advanced light helicopter Mk3, alright, in squadron in, where was this commissioned? Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Now the question asked to you is who manufactured this Mk3 advanced light helicopter? It was manufactured by Hall. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited manufactured this. Correct option is here is option second, Hall. Similarly, recently Dash organization developed solid fuel ducted ramjet technology. I repeat, solid fuel ducted ramjet technology was developed by which organization? It was your DRDO. Similarly, India successfully flight tested anti-tank guided missile Helena in Pokhran. It was Helena, that was a anti-tank guided missile that was tested in Pokhran by India. Next, which bank recently raised $500 million through IFSC Gujarat International Financial Tech City branch? Which was the bank? We know it was your State Bank of India. So simple question. Alright, next, who was recently appointed as the 29th Chief of Army Staff? We just saw who was the 29th Chief of Army Staff. He is, tell me, who is he? So easy question. Manoj Chandrasekhar Pandey, or we also know him by the name Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey. He is the 29th Chief of Army Staff. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Manoj Mukund Narwane sir. Alright, and he was the 28th Chief of Army Staff. If question asked to you is who is the Commander-in-Chief? Commander-in-Chief will be President Ramnath Kovind. Next, Kavach. What is Kavach? Kavach is an indigenously developed anti-collision system. This will be protecting two railway or two trains coming on the same track to avoid collision. This was launched, or this was recently successfully tested by whom? It was successfully tested by Indian Railways. So this anti-collision system that was recently successfully tested by Indian Railways is named as Kavach. India's first portable solar rooftop system was inaugurated at the Swaminarayan Akshardham Temple Complex. Where is this Swaminarayan Akshardham Complex Temple? It is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and here is only your IFSCA gift city. Next, Alerts committee will be headed by whom? What is this alerts committee? First of all, we have studied this. The SEBI, that is your Security Exchange Board of India, has recently constituted or reconstituted a 7 members advisory committee for leveraging regulatory and technology solutions. So this is your alert. I repeat, SEBI recently constituted a 7 member reconstituted a 7 member committee by that was a 7 member advisory committee for leveraging regulatory and technology solutions. So ALERTS, alerts. All right. Question asked to you is this alerts committee will be headed by whom? It will be headed by Sunil Bajpai. It will be headed by Sunil Bajpai. Next. Which is the country's first city that will be getting the vacuum based sewer system? It is Agra. It will be based on a pilot basis, that means on a trial basis. Name the 6 Scorpion submarine of Project 75 that was recently launched in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It is your INS Vakshir. INS Vakshir is the 6th edition of the Scorpion submarine project of Project 75 that was recently launched in Mumbai, Maharashtra. This was the 6th Scorpion, right? If I ask you when was the first Vakshir commissioned, it was commissioned in 1974. Next, Oil India Limited recently inaugurated the first pure hydrogen green plant. I am discussing this question in each and every video because this is one of the most important question you should know. Alright, this was inaugurated where by oil? It was inaugurated at Zorhat. If state is asked, state is Assam. So correct option here becomes option 5. This pure hydrogen is, you can understand, this is 99.99% pure hydrogen plant. Dash became the first state to install an L-route server to provide uninterrupted internet access. It is your Rajasthan. Rajasthan became the first state in India to install a L-route server to provide uninterrupted internet access. The new facility is installed at Bhamsha State Data Center that is located in Rajasthan, and it is in collaboration with the Internet Corporation. It is in collaboration with Internet Corporation for assigned names and numbers. All right. So where is this being built? It is being in Rajasthan. Next, here we are talking about the second edition of the Export Preparedness Index for the year 2021. This data was released by whom? Niti Aayog released the second edition of the Export Preparedness Index. And which state has topped in this index? It was your Gujarat that has retained the top position in the Export Preparedness Index. Next, which payment bank recently launched a Finculvation platform to encourage startups to develop financial product? What is Finculvation? Finculvation is a joint initiative to collaborate with fintech and startups. All right, I repeat, this Finculvation, it is a joint initiative to collaborate with the fintech startup community to co-create and innovate solutions for financial inclusion. Alright, so this is Finculvation. Question asked is which payment bank recently launched a Finculvation platform to encourage startups to develop financial products? Which was your bank? It was your India Post Payments Bank. Next question, name the Padma awardee who recently appointed as the principal scientific advisor to the Government of India for 3 years. Who has been appointed as the new principal scientific advisor to the government for 3 years, and he is also a Padma awardee. He is A.K. Sood or Ajay Kumar Sood. Alright, remember he is a renowned biologist and he recently in the year 2013 was awarded with Padma Shri for science and engineering. I repeat, A.K. Sood, who has been appointed as the principal scientific advisor to the government, has been awarded with which Padma award? With Padma Shri for science and engineering. In which year? In 2013. Equality Day. Remember, Tamil Nadu became the state that has opted to remember or observe 14th of April as the Equality Day, because 14th April is the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So in his memory, Tamil Nadu has decided to observe Equality Day on 14th of April every year now. Which country recently tested the world's most powerful nuclear capable ballistic missile RS-28 Samrat? This was tested by Russia. Even from India procured first batch of AK-203 assault rifles from which country? From Russia. BrahMos. BrahMos is a joint venture of India and Russia. First country to procure BrahMos from India was your Philippines. So the correct option here becomes option third. Which space company recently signed an agreement with ISRO arm, that is New Space India Limited, to complete satellite launches? Which was this arm? Tell me. It was your which company? OneWeb. Alright, OneWeb Space Company recently signed an agreement with ISRO arm, that is New Space India Limited, to complete satellite launches. Next, who was recently named as the recipient of the Champions of the Earth Award 2021 under the Lifetime Achievement category by the United Nations Environment Program? Headquarter of this is in Nairobi, Kenya. So, who is the recipient of the Champions of the Earth Award 2021 under the Lifetime Achievement category by UNEP? So, who won this Champions of the Earth Award? This Champions of the Earth Award has been won by David Attenborough. Very good. Alright. And remember, this Champions of the Earth Award honors any individual, any group, any organization who have actions, whose actions have a transformative impact on the environment, or you can say whose actions have a dent on our environment, that have a significant impact on our environment. So he is David Attenborough. Next, Army Medical Corps celebrated their 258th Raising Day on 3rd of April. I repeat, 258th Raising Day was celebrated on which date? On 3rd of April by Army Medical Corps. Next, Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI, approved a grant of dash to Maharashtra government under SIDBI Cluster Development Fund to meet MSME skilled manpower demand. I repeat, SIDBI recently approved a grant of 600 crore rupees to Maharashtra government under the SIDBI Cluster Development Fund to meet the skilled manpower demand of MSME sector. So correct option is option first. Next, one more question. Which country will host the Street Child Cricket World Cup? Street Child Cricket World Cup will be hosted by which country? By India. And in which year? 2023. Which city gets the India's first digital bus service with a tap-in tap-out facility? It is Mumbai, Maharashtra. Simple question. Next are some important days. First, World Autism Awareness Day is observed on 2nd of April. The theme of it is inclusive quality education for all. Theme is inclusive quality education for all. Then this was first observed in the year 2008. Then 4th of April is observed as International Mine Awareness Day. The theme of this International Mine Awareness Day is Safe Ground, Safe Steps, Safe Home. This was observed for the first time in 2006. Then come to 6th of April, we observe International Day of Sport for Development and Peace. It is observed by United Nations General Assembly, first observed in 2014, and theme this time is Securing a Sustainable and Peaceful Future for All, the contribution of sport. Next is 7th of April. We observe World Health Day on 7th of April, first observed in 1950, and the theme is Our Planet, Our Health. Then on 12th of April, we observe International Day of Human Space Flight. It was observed in 2011 and it was designated by United Nations General Assembly. So these are the 5 important days that you should remember. Next, who has been recently reappointed as the President of France for the 2nd term? He is Emmanuel Macron. Apart from this, tell me, if we are talking about the 108 feet tall statue of Lord Hanuman, Where is this being built, or where was this inaugurated? It was in Morbi, Gujarat. Sleeping Buddha statue at Bihar. In Bihar too, where was it? At Bodh Gaya. Sleeping Buddha statue. Next, International Labour Organization has recently elected Gilbert Hongbo as their next Director General. Why this question is important? Because Gilbert Hongbo became the first African to be heading, or to become the first African to become the Director General of International Labour Organization. He is Gilbert Hongbo. So, two things you need to remember about Gilbert Hongbo. He has been appointed as the Director General of ILO, and he became the first African to be appointed as the Director General of ILO. Next, Dash became the India's first carbon neutral panchayat with the inauguration of 500 kilowatt solar power plant. So, first carbon neutral panchayat is your Palli village. Where is this Palli village? This is in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited this village to inaugurate this solar power plant that was made in a record time of just 2 to 3 weeks. Alright, it is Palli, Jammu and Kashmir. Similarly, if question asked to is that India's first internet radio for visually challenged people, it is Radio Aksh. This is the name of the first internet radio for visually challenged people. And where was this launched? This was launched in Nagpur. Tesla co-founder and world's richest person Elon Musk recently acquired Twitter for $44 billion, and poison pill was also adopted by which company? It was your Twitter that adopted poison pill. What is the name of the Puducherry's first ever beach festival? It is IC Pondi. This is the name of the Puducherry's first ever beach festival. NDAP, that is your National Data and Analytics Platform. I repeat, NDAP, National Data and Analytics Platform. This is launched by whom? Niti Aayog launched this. Next we are talking about President's Color. President's Color is an award that is given to any military unit that has served during war or during the peace times to India. So this President's Color Award was presented to Indian naval ship Valsura, and this was presented by whom? Ramnath Kovind sir, who is the President of India. Moving on, which city will get the first vacuum-based sewer system? We just saw it was your Agra of Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, remember BRO, Border Road Organization, recently constructed world's highest tunnel. This was constructed at Shinkula Pass, and this world's highest tunnel will be connected Himachal Pradesh to Ladakh. This is the thing that you need to remember, everything about this tunnel. Then if we are talking about India's first portable solar rooftop system, India's first portable solar rooftop system was inaugurated in which state or in which location? Gandhi Nagar. And if state is asked, it is Gujarat. Name the India's first dairy community radio station that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What was the name? It was Doodh Vani. Then Global Center for Traditional Medicines is being set up at where? In Jamnagar. And where is this? It is in Gujarat. First steel slag rod, it is also in Surat. Surat where is in? Surat is also in Gujarat. For the first time in 180 years, ICAI, that is your Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, will be hosting the 21st edition of World Congress of Accounts. This Congress of Accounts is conducted every 4 years, and this is the first time after 180 years India will be hosting it. In India too, it will be hosted at Geo World Convention Center. This Geo World Convention Center is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and this Geo World Convention Center has been built by Reliance Industries Limited. Pramod Sawant is the new, or you can say he has been appointed as the Chief Minister of Goa for the second consecutive time. Similarly, if I ask you who is the Chief Minister of UP, Yogi Adityanath. Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Singh Maan. Coming back, Dash became the first Indian company to reach a market cap of 19 lakh crore rupees. It is your RIL, Reliance Industries Limited became the first Indian company that has reached a market capitalization of 19 lakh crore rupees. Next, Dash received the 223rd Commonwealth Point of Light Award. This award was presented to a Bangladeshi voluntary educationalist. He is Kishore Kumar Das. Kishore Kumar Das is the founder of Bidyondo. Bidyondo is an educationally voluntary organization that teaches the underprivileged students of or underprivileged children of Bangladesh. He was awarded with Commonwealth Point of Light Award. Alright, and this was the 223rd edition of it, and this award was presented to him by the head of Commonwealth, and she is Queen Elizabeth II. Next, Poland's Karolina Wielecka became the Miss World 2021. I repeat, she is the second Poland woman who became the Miss World 2021, and she is Karolina Wielecka. Next, Dash became the first district in India to cover 100% households under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Sehat scheme. It is your Samba district of Jammu and Kashmir that is 100% covered under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Sehat scheme. It is related to insurance scheme. Alright, then tell me, India has been elected to how many ECOSOC bodies? ECOSOC bodies. It is how many economic and social council bodies India has been elected to of UN. So 4 UN ECOSOC bodies, remember, 4 United Nations ECOSOC bodies India got elected to. Just remember this. Next, in April, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Bharat Electronics Limited signed a contract to develop a long-range dual-band infrared search and track system, that is your IRST. I repeat, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited signed a deal with BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited, to co-develop the long-range dual-band infrared search and track system. For what? It was they signed a deal to develop this for what? That is Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter jet. Alright. Next, name the Padma awardee who authored the book Not Just a Night Watchman, My Innings in the BCCI. Vinod Rai is the author of this book, and he is the, remember, Vinod Rai is the 11th, that is the former Comptroller and Auditor General of India, that is your CAG. He is the 11th CAG of India, or you can say he is the former Comptroller and Auditor General of India who authored the book titled Not Just a Night Watchman, My Innings in BCCI. Also remember, Vinod Rai was awarded with Padma Bhushan in 2016 for civil services. Pushkar Singh Dhami, he also got elected as the second term Chief Minister of which state? Of Uttarakhand. Next, Dash signed an MOU with the Center for Development of Telematics for the modernization of telecommunication for public safety and security. Which is this ministry? It is your Ministry of Railways has signed an MOU with Center for Development of Technology, that is CDOT, for the modernization of telecommunication for public safety and security. Next, in DAYS, what does A stands for? What is DAYS? First of all, remember, you should know the full form of DAYS, and remember, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has launched this DAYS scheme. In which state it was launched? In Uttar Pradesh. And this DAYS stands for Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence. That means Dr. Ambedkar Center for Excellence. So here question asked is, what does A stands for? A stands for Ambedkar. Name the state that recently approved India's first gene bank program for biodiversity conservation. In order to conserve biodiversity, which is the Indian state that has approved first gene bank program? It is your Maharashtra. If we are talking about World Bank / the global forecast or global growth forecast from 4.1% to 3.2% in 2022, be it the reason any can be it a war or the lockdown in China. Then if we are talking about Huron Global Healthcare Rich List for the year 2022, who topped in this? Cyrus S. Poonewala topped in this particular index. Which ministry is the nodal ministry of Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak campaign? So which is the responsible ministry for this Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak campaign, it is your Ministry of Rural Development. Alright. Union Minister Giriraj Singh launched this 19-day campaign Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak to saturate 75 districts across 28 states and union territories with 17 beneficiary schemes from 70 and 9 central ministries. Alright, so this Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak campaign is the ministry that is responsible for this Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak campaign is Ministry of Rural Development. Next, India ranks 93rd in the Liberal Democracy Index of VDEM report. Recently, VDEM released a Liberal Democracy Index that states the rank of India is 93rd in this VDEM Institute rank of Liberal Democracy Index. Next, according to Economic Impact of Real-Time Payment April 2021 that was released by CEBR and ACI Worldwide, it stated that India secured dash rank in the real-time payment among businesses around the world with 48.6 billion in 2021. What was the rank of India here? India ranked first in the real-time payment system among businesses around the world with 48.6 billion in the year 2021. The rank of India was first. Second, as per the data released by Chain Analysis, this is the organization that released the data that stated that the rank of India is 21st in terms of crypto gains. That means the amount of money or the gains made through the cryptocurrency. India stand in that index at 21st position, while United States of America secured the first position in this index. Next, we'll be talking about Shane Warne. We all know Shane Warne is a legendary cricket player. He is related to which sport? He is related to cricket. He used to play for which country? He used to play for Australia. He recently passed away due to heart attack. Alright, he passed away recently due to heart attack. Which bank recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSME India? I repeat, which bank recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSME? It is your ICICI Bank. And the last question for the video is, who was recently appointed as the Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog with effect from 1st of May? He is Suman K. Berry. He is the new Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog and he will be replacing whom? He will be replacing Rajiv Kumar. So friends, this was our session. I hope you enjoyed our session. If you want us to continue with such sessions, all you have to do is comment below and do like our video. If you want us to continue with such revision videos and if you want us to bring more and more revision videos in future, all you have to do is comment below because the value of your comment is very high. Thank you. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail that is support@affairscloud.com or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparation.